Hi guys, welcome back to our last video of 8 trigrams and the related resembles. Once again, I appreciate that you have continued watching this chapter to this point. Let's finish up the last trigram Kun first. Trigram Kun, Earth. Features for Kun are soft, short, slow, plenty, square, heavy, and powdered. Kun is at southwest, represents places such as department store, home, mother country, house, storage room, and a farmer's market. The corresponding color and the related element for Kun are exactly the same as trigram Gen, which is brown or khaki, and element earth. Kun represent the figures of female elders, mother, grandma, folk, laborer, farmer, villager, real estate agent, weaver, or bricklayer. For personality, Kun means obedient, tolerant, frugal, stingy, coward, and a slow response. The representative objects are bag, cloth, pot, rice, medicine, book, and article. The representative organs or body parts are muscle, stomach, spleen, and the right shoulder. Now I want to discuss some important points of learning these resembles. First, if you have been taking notes to this point, you probably notice each trigram resembles has the feature of yin and yang, and this is well reflected in personalities category. For instance, personality for trigram Qian is strongly related to authoritativeness, which is a good necessary trait for a leader to have. However, if this goes to another extreme, that leader might become bossy. Another example is trigram Zhen. Personalities for Zhen are active and taking initiative of something. If this goes to another end, it might become impatient or act compulsively. Thus, keep in mind that yin and yang are everywhere, and always hold this principle anytime you learn I Ching or doing any I Ching readings. Second, some of the trigram resembles overlap with another trigram. One of the example is trigram Li and Dui. Figures for trigram Li are associated with presentation, Dui are linked with verbal. If you combine these two together, you could get someone like teacher or singer. In another word, teacher or singer can represent both trigram Li or Dui. What becomes more interesting is that if the singer is actually singing a very loud song, you could even argue that at that moment, it also represents trigram Zhen, because Zhen means loud. So one thing could represent multiple trigrams, or one trigram could represent multiple things. Please don't fixate these resembles just to their related trigrams. Next, probably the best way to memorize all these resembles is find similarities in each trigram according to their features or characters. Let's take trigram Kan as an example. Kan had the features of dark, wet, cold, and sneaky. Based on these characters, you can extend these concepts to different categories. So for locations, where would have these features? Maybe cold storage room? Deep in the ocean? This is usually my way to memorize all the resembles, which is understanding the features first and apply these features to everything else. Locations, figures, personalities, etc. But where else can represent Kan? Brothel. But why brothel? Normally the environment at those places is dark. Not necessarily cold, but sneaky. So you did need some imagination here. Speaking of imagination, this brings to my last point. Please bear in mind, the list I gave you is just to help you understanding the concept of resembles. It's impossible for me to list everything in this universe. However, everything must be able to include into these 8 trigrams. The way to do it is using the feature rules of each trigram, plus a little bit of your imagination. And bam, you come up with infinite list, as long as it logically makes sense. And this is my final and also the most important point I want to make. I have actually created some new figures and objects in this page for you to practice. Try to put them into trigrams based on what you have learned so far, and leave the answers in the comment section. See how you go with that compared to the others. That is all for this chapter. I hope you have really learned something from this one. This is not a hard one, but do require a bit of understanding and memory. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you wish to see more videos like this. Wish you all the best, and I will see you in our next new chapter, 5 elements and their relationships. Bye!